everybody, my name is Noreen Smith and I'm a Creative Memories Advisor from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Thanks very much for joining me today as I create a card and a border based on the sketches from the Worldwide Virtual Crop. Now, sometimes when you look at a sketch, maybe you feel a little bit intimidated, you're not sure of the sizes of each of the elements. So I'm here to just kind of break it down for you and tell you how I read each of these sketches and show you what I'm going to do to put these borders and cards together. So today I'm going to be using the Genuine Collection, a collection of papers, stickers, and even some die-cut embellishments that are going to look fantastic on this card and border. The die-cut embellishments might work for my little sentiment on my card or the title on my border. I also have lots of stickers to choose from, again some border stickers that I could use, and maybe one of these will become a title or a sentiment on my card. And then the paper itself is beautiful with all of the rich colors and masculine patterns. Now for the card, I'm actually going to start with a blank card from Creative Memories Blank Card Kit. They're great because they come pre-scored and folded and the envelopes are included, so it makes really quick work of your card. Now again, you could use the sketch as is this way and orient your card in a landscape design. You could definitely turn it so that your card is more vertical. You could put the squares along the top edge or along the outside edge. So there's lots of ways to customize the sketch and make it your own. I'm going to stick with the way that it's oriented here in the sketch. And I'm going to put a strip of paper across the top, a contrasting but smaller strip across the middle, and that's where I'm going to put my sentiment on. And then I'm going to use some squares down here. And I just wanted to point out that you could definitely take a square and cut it in half on the diagonal, and then you would have a kind of a nice two-tone square. But I'm actually going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to use some of these fun craft photo corners to give me a sense of the diagonal embellishments that are on these squares. Now sometimes you don't know what the measurements for a square are, so you maybe have to play around with it. But again, there's no right or wrong. I'm going to use a 1.5 inch by 5.5 inch border for my top piece. Then I've cut a 1/2 inch by 5.5 inch border for my bottom piece. And then I've got 3 1.5 inch squares. And again, I'm going to be placing them like this, but I want to add just a little bit of a diagonal accent to them. So I'm going to be placing a craft photo corner on each one of the squares. And I think that I'm going to be using this fun "What a Guy" sticker as my sentiment, which is going to go just kind of right over the border there, and then maybe an arrow or a couple of small dots as my embellishments as shown here. So again, you can copy the sketch or you can totally make it your own. Now for the border sketch, I'm actually going to be making a border using about a 2.5 inch by 12 inch piece of the pattern paper. And again, I've just used one of the double-sided pieces of paper and I've cut a border or punched a border from it as well with the same paper using the Timeless Tweed Chain Border Maker cartridge. Now if you don't have the Border Maker system and a Border Maker cartridge, you could definitely use some border stickers. Those would be really fun. Or you could use something like this, some of the beautiful laser cut borders from the Family Memories collection. And these are beautiful and intricate. And again, the color palette would just be fabulous with the genuine papers. So I'm going to take my Timeless Tweed border and I'm actually going to just snip it in half, just right down the middle here. You can do that with scissors or you can do it with your paper trimmer, so that I've got basically two borders. And this Timeless Tweed border is going to go on either side of a strip of beige paper, taking the place of the scalloped detailing that you see in the sketch. So after I finish cutting that in half, I'll put 1/2 on each side of my beige paper. It'll span the something like that. And then I'm going to use one of the genuine die cut embellishments as my title, and that's just going to go right on here like that. So again, even though the sketch shows flowers and scallops, I'm actually going to do a much more masculine border with some geometric patterns, and I'll probably use some more of the arrows and maybe the little dot embellishments for my decorations on the border. So whether you're following a card sketch or a border sketch or both, don't be afraid to change it around to suit your project. You can rotate it, you can change up the embellishments, the styles, the shapes, the patterns, whatever works for you. I hope you have fun making them, and I hope you have fun with all of the other challenges from the Worldwide Virtual Crop. Thanks very much. Bye-bye for now.